What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to Potted Plant Entertainment. My name is Chris, and in case you don't know, I review movies and I rank them on a scale of 0 to 100 in increments of 5. Today, we are continuing the summer of I hit the tripod. Today, we are continuing the summer of Marvel with The Incredible Hulk. So, Incredible Hulk came out in 2008 and stars Edward Norton, Liv Tyler, Tim Roth, and William Hurt, and it was directed by Louis Leterrier. And this movie tells the story of a guy who tries to perfect the Captain America super serum, and when the experiment goes wrong, whenever his heart rate gets up too high, he turns into a giant green monster. And this is about him running away from the military who want to weaponize it to try and find himself a cure. This is the first MCU movie that I remember coming out. My parents didn't take me to see it because at the time I was 8 when this movie came out, and so my parents wouldn't take me to see PG-13 movies. So, but I remember I had the big Hulk gloves. Do you remember you reached inside of them and there was handles in them so you could have the Hulk hands, and then when you hit them on stuff, they go raw or Hulk smash. I must have gotten them for my birthday that year or something, so those were pretty cool. But this is probably the most forgotten about Marvel movie, and I think the reason for that is because Mark Ruffalo is not the Hulk, and the Hulk looks totally different, and so I feel like newer Marvel fans probably don't even know that this movie is in the MCU, but it is, and it was the second MCU movie. And I really like it. I don't love it, but every single time I have watched this movie, I have thoroughly enjoyed it. So let's talk about what I like and don't like about The Incredible Hulk. So first, I like that it hides the Hulk at first. His reveal is really, really cool. They got this whole big action sequence of him in a dark factory, and they never directly show him to you, but when he steps out into the light and you see his growling face, that is such a cool reveal. I love the look of the Hulk. I love the CGI on him. This is the best looking live action Hulk. I think that this is way better than Mark Ruffalo's Hulk. Maybe that's an unpopular opinion, but this Hulk looks edgy and scary, and Mark Ruffalo's, I really like Mark Ruffalo's, but it's not edgy and scary. It's not as cool, and it's not as good, and I don't like it as much. I do like Mark Ruffalo as Bruce Banner better than Edward Norton, but I just think Edward Norton's Hulk, the look of that is probably the best live-action Hulk we're ever going to get. It looks amazing. And Abomination looks fantastic, too. He's really, really scary looking. I love the Hulk's roar. I don't know if that's a weird thing to praise this movie for or not, but I just like the way he sounds when he roars. It's really awesome. I like how this movie makes us sympathize with the Hulk. He's a big, angry monster that hurts United States military members, but we sympathize with him. He's out of control, but the way the movie depicts him as the victim, we can sympathize with him. And so it does a good job at that, at not making him seem like he is a monster, or rather just misunderstood. I like that it skipped Bruce Banner becoming the Hulk. We didn't need all that. It would have brought the movie to 2.5 hours. We just didn't need all of it. So I appreciate that they sort of just showed it to you in a montage for the opening credits. I like how Banner struggles to suppress the Hulk. He says in the movie, he's like, I don't want to control it. I want to get rid of it. He don't like being the Hulk, and it's ruining his life. He can't get his heart rate up. They show in the movie he can't even have sex because he can't get his heart rate up, or the Hulk is going to come out. And so we really sympathize with Bruce Banner in that way, and I appreciate that it adds that constant level of tension to the movie that, at any moment, if he gets a little bit too excited, the Hulk is going to come out. I also appreciate the action in this movie. It's really, really good. All the action is great. I love the final fight between Hulk and the Abomination. It's one of my favorite fight scenes in the MCU. It's great. It is really, really awesome. And they get weapons. I love it when he breaks the police cruiser in half and stuffs his fist into him and uses them like boxing gloves. That is just fantastic. I love that. I appreciate that the big field battle at the university that takes place during the day. I appreciate that they had enough confidence in their CGI work to showcase that in a daytime sequence. Because you look at Wonder Woman 1984. the fight between Wonder Woman and Cheetah, it takes place at night. And the reason they did that was so that they can mask this bad CGI so that they didn't have to clean it up as much because they're lazy and that movie's a piece of crap. But this movie, they gave enough care to it, and they had enough confidence in what they made to make that sequence during the day, even though 9 times out of 10, that sequence is taking place at night to mask bad CGI. So I love that so much. The casting is really good, not memorable, but it is really good. Everybody shows up and does a really good job in this movie. And the pacing is really good. It's a really well-paced movie. It's obviously, this is Phase 1 Marvel, so it's slower. You don't have these constant jokes. You don't have constant fighting. But the pacing here for Phase 1 Marvel was really good. I know it's getting into my cons. So for one thing, the blood in the bottle thing was very far-fetched. If you remember in the movie, his blood falls way down between some grates and into some bottles at the soda factory he was working on. And that was how the military found out that's where he was. That's pretty far-fetched to me. I don't really completely buy into that. There's also a little bit of dated CGI when Bruce Banner's laying on the table when he's finally met the scientist and he's trying to get cured. And like when the Hulk is starting to come out, that doesn't really hold up very much. And I feel like the Hulk really should have killed the Abomination or at least hurt him more, because I know that I think the reason why they didn't kill him is because they wanted to bring him back. And they brought him back briefly for Shang-Chi. You know, apparently they're bringing him back for She-Hulk. I appreciate that they wanted to bring him back because he's a really cool villain. But it's just, it's been so long, and they really haven't done anything with him. And they've had so many opportunities where they could have. And I just feel like he at least should have hurt him more, because he gets this chain and he wraps it around his neck, and he tightens it, right? And that's what, like, ends up, like, having to fall over defeated. And I'm like, I feel like he probably could have gotten back up and punched the Hulk again after that. You know what I mean? He didn't feel defeated, in my opinion. Also, some of the characters aren't very well fleshed out. But really, I really enjoy this movie. I always liked the Incredible Hulk movie. Every single time I've watched this, I've had a good time with it. It's not perfect. It's not the best Marvel movie, but I really enjoy it. And I'm going to give the Incredible Hulk an 80. Wouldn't it be so great to get another live action solo Hulk movie? Wouldn't that just be fantastic? I would really love that. Okay. More reviews coming very soon. More summer content. More summer movies are coming out, so tons more content coming your way. And we are going to wrap up the Jurassic Park series with Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to Pod Planet Entertainment for more. Hit the like button. Leave me reviews, suggestions down in the comments down below. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Pod Planet Entertainment for channel updates and other cool bonus content. And much love.